Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Today we're going to be really diving into this collection of articles we have about AI and e-commerce.
And I think this is going to be a really interesting one.
Yeah, it seems like it's kind of changing the game a little bit.
Yeah, this is not just like your parents' e-commerce anymore.
Right.
This is like next level.
Yeah, this is like, yeah, the entire landscape is changing.
Yeah, and fast. I mean, one of the articles even mentioned that like by 2032, the e-commerce AI market is projected to hit like almost $46 billion,
Wow.
which is just insane to me.
That's a lot of cheddar.
Yeah, so clearly something big is happening here. Another like stat that I saw that I thought was really interesting is that 84% of e-commerce businesses are saying that AI is like their top priority right now.
Yeah, they're going all in on this.
Yeah, they're not messing around. It's not just like some little side project for them. This
Right.
is like the main thing that they are focused on.
And you can see why with the potential for like hyper-personalization.
Yeah.
Like imagine like you're trying to find like a really specific item.
Okay.
Like say it's like you're into vinyl collecting,
Yeah.
right? And you want a very specific vintage record player.
Okay.
AI can look at everything you've purchased in the past, what you click on, what you don't click on, what you're interested in on social media, and actually recommend you something that you might actually want to buy.
It's like having a personal shotter almost.
Yeah, exactly. It's like knowing your tastes better than you know them.
So it's like taking all that data and then using it to like curate this like
Exactly.
personalized experience.
It's not just showing you more stuff, it's showing you the right stuff.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And one of the articles, I thought it was really interesting. They compared it to like back in the day
Okay.
when you would like, go to a store and you'd have that relationship with the person.
Well, right, like the mom and pop shops.
Yeah, exactly. And like they would know what you wanted.
Yeah.
Or like, you go to the same coffee shop every day and they know your order.
Right.
It's kind of bringing that back, but in like a digital way.
Yeah, it's like that personalized touch, but at scale.
Right.
Which I think is really interesting.
Yeah. So how does that actually like play out though, like in terms of like a real world example?
Okay. So say like you're shopping for some new sneakers online.
Okay.
And, you're bombarded with just like hundreds of options.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's overwhelming.
It's completely overwhelming. So AI can come in and be like, okay, based on what we know about this person, they like this brand, they like this style, they need this size.
It narrows it down for you.
Narrows it down, makes the whole shopping experience smoother.
So it's not even just about finding stuff that you might want, but it's also just like making the whole process easier and quicker.
Exactly. Streamlining everything.
Okay. And that's good for the customer, obviously, but how is that good for the businesses? Like, it seems like it would be expensive to implement all this technology.
It's definitely an investment, but the potential payoff is huge.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things they were talking about is how AI can actually analyze like real-time trends to like predict demand surges.
Okay.
So like, let's say there is a sudden heat wave in a particular city. AI can pick up on that by seeing what people are searching for online, what they're talking about on social media, and then it can immediately tell the businesses, hey, we need to stock up on fans and air conditioners in this area.
So they can be ready.
Exactly. They're one step ahead of the game.
Interesting.
And it goes beyond just reacting to trends. It can actually help businesses make smarter decisions about everything from inventory management to pricing.
So it's like it's making the whole system more efficient.
Exactly. It's like having a crystal ball that tells you what's going to happen before it happens.
Okay, that sounds great in theory, but there's got to be some downsides, right?
Absolutely. I mean, this level of data analysis, while incredibly powerful, also brings up some serious questions about data privacy and potential misuse.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, where's the line between like helpful personalization and like creepy invasion of privacy?
Exactly. And that's something that we're going to be digging into a lot more as we go through these articles.
Okay, so stay tuned because we're going to be right back after the break.
Yeah, data privacy. That's a whole other can of worms.
It really is.
But for now, maybe we can like shift gears a little bit and talk about how AI is like changing the behind the scenes stuff in e-commerce.
Okay.
Like all the logistics and the operations and all that.
Yeah, the stuff that the customers don't really see.
Right.
That makes a huge difference.
Huge difference. And one of the articles, I think it was like 99% of online shoppers said that fast delivery was like really important to them.
Yeah, everybody wants their stuff like yesterday.
Right, exactly. Like Amazon Prime has really like
set the bar high.
Set the bar high, exactly.
And AI can actually help with that even more.
Okay, how so?
So like think about like delivery routes right now.
Okay.
A lot of times those are like pre-planned.
Right.
But with AI, it can be like totally dynamic.
Okay.
So it can take into account like real-time traffic weather, even like big events that might be happening,
Oh, no.
and adjust the routes accordingly.
So it's like constantly optimizing
Exactly.
to make sure that things get delivered as quickly as possible.
Yep, even during like peak times like Black Friday or Christmas.
Oh, wow. That would be a game changer.
Right, because then you don't have those situations where it's like, oh, sorry, your package is delayed because there's a blizzard.
Or like stuck in traffic for 3 hours.
Exactly. AI can help to avoid all of that.
Wow. Okay, so that's deliveries, but what about like other parts of the process?
Right, so it can also optimize like warehouse operations,
Okay.
like where things are placed, how they're picked and packed.
So it's like more efficient.
Way more efficient, and it can even predict like disruptions in the supply chain.
Well, like if a shipment's delayed or something.
Yeah, exactly. Or like if there's a problem with a particular supplier,
Okay.
AI can like give businesses a heads up so they can find alternative solutions.
So it's like preventing problems before they even happen?
Exactly. It's all about being proactive.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
But I do have to ask, like, with all this automation,
Mm-hmm.
what happens to the people who used to do those jobs?
Right, that's the big question. And
Yeah.
it's definitely something to think about. I mean, there's no doubt that some jobs will be impacted,
Right.
but it's not necessarily like a one-to-one replacement. It's more like some tasks will become automated,
Okay.
which frees up human workers to focus on more like strategic things.
So like higher level tasks.
Exactly, like things that require creativity, problem solving.
Okay, that makes sense.
And actually, some of the articles talked about how AI is creating new jobs too.
Really?
Yeah, like people who can manage and maintain these AI systems.
Oh, interesting.
So it's not just about job displacement, it's also about job creation.
It's like a whole new job market.
Exactly. It's just about adapting to this new landscape.
Right, and learning new skills.
Exactly.
Okay, that's actually really interesting. But, we've been talking about like the back end stuff.
Yeah.
What about how AI is changing the way that we actually like shop online? Like the customer facing stuff?
Oh, yeah, that's where things get really interesting. Like, have you heard of AI assistants?
Like chatbots?
Kind of, but like way more advanced.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Okay, more advanced than chatbots, huh? So we're not talking about like those basic ones that just give you like pre-programmed responses?
Yeah, oh no, this is like next level stuff.
Okay, all right, I'm ready.
So imagine this, you're trying to put together an outfit for like a wedding or something.
Okay.
And instead of like scrolling through tons of websites, you just open up your favorite shopping app
Okay.
and you start like chatting with the AI assistant.
Okay, like texting it or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like texting and you're like, hey, I need an outfit for a wedding. It's going to be like semi-formal.
Okay.
I like this style, maybe this color, and the AI can actually go and like pull from different brands.
Oh, wow.
Create a whole look for you with like accessories and everything.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Yeah, it's like having a personal stylist.
Okay, and how does it do that? Like, how does it...
So remember when we were talking about generative AI?
Yeah.
That's a big part of it.
Right.
It can like take all this data about like fashion trends and your past purchases and
Right.
what you like and don't like and actually create a personalized shopping experience for you.
So it's not just like recommending things that other people have bought.
It's like it's creating something unique for you.
That's pretty wild.
Huh.
Okay, so it can do fashion, but what about like other stuff?
Oh, it goes way beyond fashion. I mean, imagine you're planning a trip.
Okay.
You could tell the AI assistant like, hey, I'm going to Paris for a week. I
Okay.
want to do this, this, and this. And it can not only like book your flights and your hotel,
Uh-huh.
but it can also recommend like restaurants and activities.
Wow.
Even like tell you what to pack based on the weather.
Okay, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's like having a personal assistant that's available 24/7.
So it's not just about shopping anymore. It's like...
It's like life management.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wow. But, with all this like amazing stuff, there's got to be some downsides, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, like any technology, there are always potential risks.
Right, of course.
One of the big ones that they talked about in the articles was security.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, if AI is so good at like, doing all this stuff,
Right.
can it also be used for like bad stuff?
Exactly. Like what's to stop someone from using AI to like hack into your accounts or steal your data?
Right, exactly.
So that's something that researchers are really looking into.
Right.
Like how do we make sure that AI is used for good and not for bad?
And what are like the companies doing to like protect people?
Well, one thing they're doing is like beefing up their security measures, like
Okay.
using things like multi-factor authentication
Okay.
and biometrics.
Okay, yeah, I've heard of that.
So basically like making it harder for the bad guys to get in.
Okay. That makes sense.
Hmm.
But it also kind of sounds like a lot of extra hassle.
Yeah, I mean, there's always that trade-off, right, between security and convenience. Like
Yes.
you want your stuff to be safe, but you also don't want to have to jump through a million hoops every time you want to buy something online.
Yeah,
So it's
exactly.
about finding that balance.
And I guess that's like the big question going forward, right?
Exactly. Like, how do we make sure that AI is used ethically and responsibly?
While still, like, reaping all the benefits. Wow. This has been a really interesting deep dive.
It really
I
has.
feel like we've only just scratched the surface, though.
Yeah, there's so much more to explore.
Definitely. But hey, that's the beauty of technology, right?
Right.
Always something new to learn.
Always evolving.
Exactly. Well, on that note, I think we're going to wrap it up here.
Sounds good.
So for everyone listening, we hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of AI and e-commerce.
It's a fascinating time to be a consumer, and we're excited to see what the future holds.
Until next time, happy shopping, everyone.